Hello and welcome to the Quality of Life podcast hosted by me, Ram Harrag. I was the youngest Arab and the first Saudi woman to climb Everest and the Seven Summits. And today we're meeting Muna. Muna is a global strategist with over 20 years of experience working with Fortune 100 companies, leading most of the world's most iconic sports and entertainment partnerships. She's a ballerina at heart and believes in alignment over balance and in storytelling that moves people. She's also a proud single mother of 2 young men. Muna, nawartina.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming to the podcast.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
We already started kind of the conversation off air, and immediately Juliet was like, "Wait,
Just
roll." I feel like I've met you before, even though I don't
Yes.
think we actually have, but we have friends in common.
Correct.
And in the industry, we've crossed paths from afar, and I'm so happy that we can finally sit down and have a conversation.
100%.
And to get to know you personally, and for our listeners to get to know you. But before we get into all of the juicy details and for them to get inspired by your inspirational story, we start with the simple question. Well, the simply said, but more difficultly to implement. When you are asked, what does quality of life mean to you? What would your answer be? It's an easy one, but difficult, right?
It really is, honestly. And when I, as you say it now, pretty straightforward, but deep. Let's say it's super deep. And I really summarize it and I think about it. And it changes, I would say, over the years. But for me today, the phase of my life I'm in now, I look at it as 3 pillars, right? So you've got the health pillar, which is your mental, your physical health. And the reason you need that is because you need it to carry you through the years to have a good quality of life. Number 2, because I'm looking at it as a triangle. And then number 2 would be your wealth. And people often misunderstand what wealth is. So wealth could be knowledge, learnings, experiences, love, relationships, money, of course, as well. But all of this wealth gives you a good quality of life, right? And then when you just put these 2 together as the base of a triangle, keep on filling up that triangle, then we're going to reach what I call fulfillment and peace of mind. And I think that's the most important, that's the, ultimate quality of life that anyone would hope and aspire to reach, is reaching that peace of mind. So when I have all of these together, build them up, I have purpose, I have fulfillment, and I have peace of mind.
I'm a very visual person, so I
Yes.
really appreciate when
Yes.
someone visually
Yes.
explains. I think you have one of the most unique answers because it's not one element, it's not one concept. It's being able to have all of these things together to build for that fulfillment.
Yes,
It's not one
100%.
thing. And I love how you took the time to explain that wealth is not necessarily synonymous with money.
Yep.
It is important,
100%.
of course, but money is fleeting.
Yes.
And a very important part of money is where does it put you in life? If you have all the money in your world and you're not healthy mentally, emotionally, then that money means nothing.
Yep. And actually, you know what, Raha, I was listening to a podcast yesterday. I think it was Jade Shetty or something. And he was talking about the meaning of wealth. And wealth isn't about money only.
Specifically.
Wealth is about actually people who are not working and are able to provide, right? And able to have income that makes them have a good quality of life without being drained and running around. That's wealth.
Yeah.
That's wealth, being able to have that peace, that stability without running paycheck to paycheck or thinking about money as per se.
Yeah.
So wealth is...
It can also be, it also could be, you mentioned it, a healthy family.
Correct.
It can be a healthy relationship.
100%.
It can be, it's not necessarily what is attainable or what's tangible. The word is tangible, not attainable, tangible.
Yes.
It's not necessarily what is only tangible.
Yes.
It can also be all of the things that build your life in a way that you function and you're happy. And
100%. Experiences.
Knowledge. Yes.
Yeah.
Again, we are not saying finances are not important. They're super important in this day and age, but they are not the be all and end all of a healthy and happy life.
Yeah, to create that wealth.
Exactly.
And that fulfillment,
Exactly.
right? It's a mix and it's a balance. Yeah,
I love it that she drew it. I can see it in my head.
Yeah.
You mentioned that a big part of the balance or the wealth in someone's life is the people and the relationships and the people around you. So can you share with us who are these individuals in your life that have enriched you?
Yes. So I'm a very people-oriented person. I don't know if you can sense that.
She's so warm. I love it. I feel like I've known her before, but we've never met.
I love, I actually thrive on people's energies. Again, and as I grew up wiser and older, I would say I understood the importance of energy and people that bring positive energy and people that bring negative energy. And I'm very lucky. So my children, I have two boys,
MashaAllah.
two young men, I would
How old
say
are
10
they?
and 14.
MashaAllah, already?
Yes.
You had kids early,
I
MashaAllah.
had kids very early.
10 and 14.
Yes.
Young mom,
Yeah,
MashaAllah.
yes,
How
yes.
old were you when you had them?
I am, so I'm 41 now.
MashaAllah,
Yes.
my bayan, touch
Thank
wood.
you so
Great.
much. I had my first when I was, completely forgot, 27 maybe?
Yeah, young.
And
Especially for
my
our
second
generation.
31, something like that.
MashaAllah.
Yeah. So they're young
Khalil
men
iyahum.
now. I keep on saying the boys, the kids, but they're actually young men.
MashaAllah.
Such good boys, such a blessing in my life. And really, I joke with them and I call them, you're my chargers.
Oh.
Because really just bad day, whatever it is, you just hug them and I feel recharged. I'm a single mom. So my children are, I'm not going to get emotional, but honestly, they
can
are
if you
my
want, yeah.
chargers.
Oh.
They are
Allah
my
يخلي لك إياهم.
chargers. Thank
إيش
you,
اسميهم؟
alhamdulillah. Ziad wa Zain.
Oh, cute.
Thank you.
MashaAllah.
Thank you so
Are
much.
they similar or are they like completely
Very different,
very-
but they're, attached by the hip.
Of
It's
course.
insane.
Especially when I feel
It's
like
insane.
I feel like when you have only two of the
Yes,
same
exactly,
gender,
boys or girls. Yeah.
they become like thick as thieves.
It's insane. It's insane. It's
I feel
insane.
like boy girl a little bit fight and then maybe when they grow older they have their own lives. But I feel like when they're the same and close in age, they become.
It's so lovely, and I
double
think
trouble.
a mom's relationship with the boys, it's so special. Like you're their queen. I know it's gonna be in and out as they grow up and become teenagers, but I know they're gonna come back. I know it.
Allah يخلي لك إياهم.
Ya Rabbi, Ya Rabbi, thank you so much.
MashaAllah.
So my kids are my world, and I'm very, very grateful for them. But also my family, and then when I say my family, my parents passed away when I was young.
Allah
Allah yarhamhum. My mom when I was 18, my dad when I was around when Ziad was born, so 20,
You grew up
27.
fast. You grew up fast.
Yeah. And
Allah
very
يخلي لك
independent
إياهم.
from a very young age. Again, grateful for how that came along. But when I say my current family, it's obviously my brother, his family, my aunt, who's like a mom to me. The people I have in my life are very, very, very special. And like, it's not like, how people are like, oh, we don't like the cousins or whatever it is, or we don't interact or engage with them.
It's so rare, huh? To
So
have
the
that
people,
good, close
they're
relationship.
few, but very, very powerful and have a very strong place in my life. And then I'll add on to it, super lucky to have a group of girlfriends. And this is something that I want to stress on 100 times. I have a group of girlfriends. While I lost a mom and a parent and so on, I think I've gained a group of, 8 to 9 girlfriends who are my sisters, my soul sisters, truly. They're my board of directors. First of all, each one of them is so special in their own way, super unique, very different personalities. Actually, I think I'm the only common denominator between them.
Interesting.
We're not one group, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So
We're-
you're the butterfly that connects them all.
Exactly. And they each play a very special role in my life. Like I have someone who's very shrewd, very business oriented. And she's like, no, this is what we should do. And you had a problem at work. I know who to go to. I have someone whose heart is just outside of her body.
You complete each other. You complete each other.
And she just brings me, brings that soft and gentle piece of me. I have someone who's very balanced and, would look at things from a very, different perspective. I have someone who's the most positive and happy-go-lucky person in my life and just, life is great and we're going to make it happen. I have someone who's more similar to me and someone who's very different than me. So as I put, I go to all of them when I need something. And I want to say that I actually don't feel I've ever been in a position where I needed something because they're always with me. And they really, really shaped who I am.
Oh, you created your very own, like Avengers, female Avengers.
100%. No, honestly, and I keep on saying exactly what we said at the beginning. It's relationships. People always say, you have to have relationships don't have to be romantic to make you stronger, or a partner or a husband or whatever it is. Obviously, that's a blessing, and it's how the society kind of, made it set in stone. In my case, I I genuinely think that the relationships I have with my girlfriends.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's understated how important a
It's
relationship
incredible.
is. Some friendship breakups are worse than breakups.
It's incredible.
It's so deep and so
Yeah.
they know you on such a deep and such a personal level
Yes.
that when that goes, sometimes it's so painful. But having them in your life is such an incredible backbone. And I think more and more women should invest more. You don't have to be friends with everybody.
100%.
You have to invest more in having a group of friends that are true to you, that are your mirrors, that are there for you. Because when ups and downs in life come, you need someone that you can lean on.
100%.
You can't just go
But
through
also,
life.
Raha, we shouldn't discount that any relationship is a two-way relationship, right? It's not like, poof, oh, you're so lucky you had, you have this group of friends, right?
You work for it.
100%. Like, and I really consider them my family, the family that's not my blood.
The family you chose.
100%. They're the aunts to my kids. They're even my family, my blood know that, like, they know if I need something, I'll be with them more than my blood because, the proximity and, the day-to-day interaction. So female friendships are so important.
I think they are, male friendships are also important.
Yeah,
but I think female friendships have this deep.
Yeah.
I think male friendships end at a need or maslaha. Like they unless they are really old school friends.
Yeah.
They are either friends because they're at work or they play the same sport. But in female friendships, you have friendships that you have no relationship in life other than you like that person and you trust that person. That's, I think, the main difference between males and females, right?
But there's also the other flip side of it because girls can be mean.
Okay, let's talk about the negative.
Yes.
Let's be fair.
Yes.
I think there is an unhealthy competitiveness or unhealthy jealousy that comes out, whether it's intended or not intended, that I really think needs to be snuffed out and controlled, not fed, because it can be
100%.
One bad actor or one bad thing can ruin a whole group. It can ruin everything. So
100%.
try to be, when you are in such a group, try to have the responsibility to be honorable and to be respectful and to treat people like how you want to be treated and respect people's privacy and boundaries like you want to be treated. Because especially with women, I think that's a big issue.
100%. And when I mentioned that my friends each has a very unique personality, you get to know, your friends, that you're people, what triggers every person or so on. But when we talk about the negative side, where you have, because it's at work, it's in life, you come across these personalities.
It's part of life.
It's part of life, 100%. But you create those boundaries, right? So these are, thank God, these are not my girlfriends, right? Because we support each other, we push each other.
I've learned recently, very painfully, that any friend that doesn't respect the boundary isn't your friend. As sad and as painful as it is. We can talk about friends for a long time because this has been something I've been going through a lot lately. But before we get to the next question, you mentioned your two boys, mashallah, Allah yakhalli lak iyahum. What's a book you would like them to read, whether now or later?
Let them.
You do advise them to read.
Have you read the
Let Them
by Mel Robbins?
You're repeating.
No.
Let Them.
Incredible.
Good one.
I read it.
I did as well.
When it first came out, was it last month maybe? Oh my gosh.
It was buzzing, wasn't it?
It's incredible. I mean, it's such an easy read. I'm a person that cannot just go through word by word. I I need an easy read. It's such an easy read. It's so relevant to everything that's happening.
I loved it.
Because it talks about relationships, it talks about friendships, it talks about difficult family members. And it really gives you back that power, right? You let them do their thing, but you let yourself take control and act accordingly, right? Which
I
is
love
very
how this
powerful.
book made a buzz, but we have this concept in Arab culture. خليهم.
أيوة.
But someone made it into a book.
But you know what really made a difference, and I think that's what people need to understand. خليهم, or let them. It's not that you're giving up.
No,
and she
you're taking
clarified that.
control.
Exactly. You're not just giving up and be like, oh, I can't be bothered. I'm not going to deal with this
No.
situation.
You're
right?
taking control.
You're taking control.
Absolutely. You're taking control by saying, this will not affect me.
Yes.
This does not serve me.
Yes. And these kids, honestly, Raha, when I think about it, as much as life, they have a lot of easy things that have created the tech and everything that's making their life so much easier.
Yeah.
But I don't know what's going to happen, like, from a social standpoint.
Oh, yeah. It's a bit of a, like, gray. Like, we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I feel like, how do we say this politely? I feel we are getting more connected but more disconnected.
100%.
Does that make sense?
100%. But do you think our parents said the same thing?
I think our parents, okay, maybe they said the same thing, but it wasn't in our pocket. When the internet came up, the internet was in a computer at your home that went...
Yes. Yes. Oh my God, yes.
For you to go on. Sorry if I shocked anyone who's listening and who isn't born in our decade. And then you sit there and you go click, 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 typing on Messenger for a little bit, and then that's where it stays. Like, it was a even before laptops were expensive.
PC
it was a PC.
Yeah.
It was clunky. It was plunky.
Yeah,
you stayed in a family living room or office.
Correct. And everyone is watching part of the experience.
Before you had any parental guidance, that was the parental guidance because someone was sitting there.
Correct.
And then it wasn't in your pockets and it wasn't at your fingertips. Right. So once that became prevalent, I think that's when the line became blurred. Yeah. And the safety became a bit concerning for me. That's my humble opinion. Like, I think it connects us so much, but disconnects us as well in the same time.
I think the like how these kids, their characters are getting built up, that everything is super easy, super accessible.
It's just accessibility. Accessibility is great when it helps you, I think, connect and get knowledge, but accessibility can be detrimental and dangerous when it makes you lazy.
Yes. So also, that grit, that's what I keep on telling my boys. Like, where's the fire in the bum, right?
Yeah.
Like, fire in the bum. Yeah. Where is it?
Yeah,
where
that
is
little,
it?
little thing.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
No,
lacking.
I don't see it.
A little bit.
I don't see it.
I also see it. It's lacking. Also discipline. Again, this is a topic we can talk about a lot because I feel a little bit nervous about seeing the new generation. Yeah. But I think that it stems from a lack of discipline on an early age.
Yes.
I feel.
Yes.
Everyone, it's okay to start things and stop. Yeah. When you got a toy and you open the toy, you would play with that toy until there is a single wheel praying for its life so that, you throw it away. Like you used things, you didn't just discard things, and I feel like the attention span has become too fast and too. Yeah, I think I'm sounding like a doom caller, but no.
But it's also, this is the world.
Valid.
It's valid, but it is also the world that they are growing up into, so and it is relevant.
Yeah, we need to manage.
Do you see what I mean? Like, they're not growing up in the same world and standards that we have, and that's why we're mad and concerned. They're not concerned because they don't see it as a concern
because it's convenient.
Exactly.
It's convenient
and it's relevant to whatever's happening in their world.
And everyone around them is the same as
them.
Exactly.
So let's see.
We should make another episode about this. Just this topic, the connection and disconnection of social media.
Yeah.
But I want to get to know more about you a little bit because I find you have so many hats and you have so many jobs that you do. You're a mom. Your position and so on. But take us through who you are through your day, Mona. Like, what's your day like? Sure. I feel like it's a bit of a...
It's actually not. It's not as glamorous.
With two teens or pre-teens, mashallah.
So I've always been a person that wakes up super early.
What's super early?
6-ish, around 6,
Super early?
Yeah, like 6,
because
7 max.
I have some family members, they say super early and they say it's 12.
No.
Or 11.
No.
I'm like, relevance.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. No, 6. I would say between 6 and 7.
Okay, that's early, yeah.
All my life, I would say, except when I was a kid living in my parents' house, right? That's different. Then I see my kids off to school. They go alone, but I see them in the morning. That charging, that kiss, that hug. Good morning, mommy. Very important. And then I start off my day. So I train 3 days a week.
Okay. What did you, gym?
No.
No?
I hate the gym.
I hate the gym.
Hate the gym.
Sorry, guys. I do the gym when I need to. I do the gym as a tool to prep, but I don't really enjoy the gym.
No.
But
And
what do
I'll
you
talk to you a
train
little
for?
bit about that. But I dance. So I used to be a ballerina all my life. And then I
No,
stopped.
I know that, but you still dance?
I
know that
picked
you
up,
were.
yes.
You still do it.
I picked it up 3 years
I thought
ago.
you retired.
So I stopped for 16
Because I read
years.
somewhere that you retired.
Yes.
Okay.
So I stopped for 16 years.
Okay.
Life happened. Life
kids,
happened. Yeah. Not intentional. It just happened. And then 3 years ago, when I was going through my divorce, and I hope this story resonates with
I'm sure it
people, listening and watching. My therapist at the time asked me, and she's like, "Who are you? Who are you?" And I'm like, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm an executive, I do this and that with this, because the company I was with before was so super connected. Like I really, this was my identity. And then she's like, no, that's not who you are. And every week we used to speak, she's like, no, that's not who you are, that's what you do. It's very different. And we had maybe 2 or 3 weeks, that exercise. She's like, come back to me, think about it. And maybe I can challenge you to think about it. Yeah.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Who am I?
Are you, not what you do, right? So kept on going back, and she's like, go back, remove all the layers, the titles, the roles, remove them, go back to before marriage, before kids, like when you were just a standalone person. Who is that person?
I challenge our listeners to ask themselves this.
Yeah.
Who are you when you strip everything away?
Exactly. And then when she asked me that question in that manner, that was the moment where I was like, I was a ballerina all my life. How did I even forget about that? Like I forgot.
How could you forget?
I'm telling you,
Under
I
the
forgot.
layers of every other responsibility.
I forgot
Wow.
that part of my life. Not forgot it 100%, forgot how important.
You didn't, it wasn't in the surf. It wasn't, it was.
Not there, right? So ballet, I'm a person that loves the sea. Like the water really, I connect with the water. It does something for me. I love traveling. I love quality time with the people that I care about. Like this is all things that shape my personality, right? And shape the person that's outside of kids, outside, 20 years back, right? You just remove everything. And that's when I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. And then Raha, all of a sudden, I've been in Dubai. I lived in Dubai maybe for 15 years. When I first moved here, I was looking for a studio just because, and I couldn't find anything. And I stopped. When you just park it on the side, it's just like, whatever.
Time passed, yeah.
When I made that realization 3 years ago, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's time now to find a studio, like that passion and how to pick it up again. I found an amazing studio, amazing trainer, like my ballet teacher now. She's incredible. We really align very well.
You're meant to find
it was
it
meant
again.
to, exactly. And at that time, I believe everything happens at the right time.
Maybe if you had tried to pick it up back then, you wouldn't have fallen in love with it as much as
100%.
now.
And since then, it's been 3 years now, a little bit over 3 years. I train 2 to 3 times a week. It's a big, 2 hours session. I'm in my own world. The classical music really connects with me because it's something from my childhood. The movement, the dance, the serenity it gives me, not just physical, it's tough. Ballet is tough.
Sure, ballet is tough, but what makes ballet tougher is the mentality you need. Ballet is tough.
Correct.
But I used to dance as well when I was little, but I wasn't, only when I was little as a teen.
Yes.
But I remember how grueling it was.
Yeah.
My body could do it, but my mind sometimes didn't have the focus to just...
It's tough, and the control and making it look easy, right? Making it look simple and easy. So it's tough physically, and it gives you that strength, but also on a mental point of view.
It's hard.
Building strength, resilience, you fall, you pick yourself up, the consistency, you're getting better because you're training more. And if you stop, you're going to take a step back, and so on. So that mental strength as well. So 3 days a week, this is magic.
3 days a week is
this
serious.
is my time.
Serious. It's a serious
My
commitment.
time.
How many hours?
2 hours.
Woo, that's a lot.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
my thing is beach volleyball. So
Yeah,
I play
yeah.
beach volleyball almost 3 times a week,
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah.
And it kills me. I
Yeah.
can't imagine
Yeah.
dancing for 2
Yeah,
hours,
yeah.
3
No,
times a week.
it's
Ooh.
intense. It's intense,
But I
it's
bet you
like
feel
honestly, you're in another world for those
Beautiful.
2 hours, and it really sets me off for the whole week. Like when summer holidays start, or whatever, I'm like, ooh, I'm so sad, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So sorry, just to take you back to the
No.
original question, like the day
I
to
love
day,
it.
training 3 days a week. My work, I usually work later in the day because I work on different time zones. So the morning, noon time is a little bit open for me. So whether it's for training, running errands, I'm a Virgo, so I organizing around the house
Okay.
is therapy.
I love organizing. I'm never
I'll just open a drawer and be like, okay, let's do this. Let's reorganize, let's reset it,
it's
or
my
whatever it is.
therapy.
I love
it's
it.
cheaper than therapy. I organize.
I love it.
I organize for the
I
sake
love
of
it.
organizing.
I think I think I do it every day. Like I will find
Same.
something to do every
Same.
single day.
Even sometimes just the cables.
Exactly.
Like my
Oh
partner
my
would
gosh.
look at me and be like,
Yes.
"What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm organizing the cables."
100%. So I would do something that I need to do, like your normal day to day, and then I start my work calls, meetings, whatever is later in the day, and then wrap up. I would say maybe around. Not wrap up because I'm really working all the time, but I would say I would have a pause.
Unwind, yeah.
Exactly when the kids are back, dinner time, bedtime. They go to sleep around 9 now. They're a little bit older, so it's around 9 in the weekdays. And then I would just, wind down, watch something. I think I've watched everything out there to be watched,
Me too.
even if it's in the background. Like I just need something running. So watch a little bit of numbing TV. I call it my numbing TV time. Guilty pleasure, and then I would just sleep around 10. Max.
You have to if you wake up at 6.
Yeah, max.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing the positive and happy and shiny side of the
Thank
story.
you.
We're going to have a little bit of a break, but when we come back, the not so shiny side. I want to know the truth and the difficulties in the journey.
Yes.
I love to take a moment for a little bit of me time. And right now, let's take a quick break to say a huge thank you to London Dairy for their support of this series of the Quality of Life podcast. Because London Dairy ice cream is all about giving us little moments of joy and relaxation. If you'd like to do the same, check out the show notes. Now, let's get back to the show. Mona, you mentioned the good. Let's talk about the bad a little bit. What would you say is the biggest challenge you face, and what's the advice you'd give someone who might be facing it right now?
Raha, honestly, I don't think it's the biggest challenge as per se. I think life has hit me with many challenges over the years from an early age. And again, while I'm super grateful for it all because, this is God's plan and this is what's meant to be. Whether it's losing parents at a young age, being super independent from a very young age, marriage, divorce, single mom, challenges at work, building yourself, building your career. It's challenges all the way.
Everywhere.
All the way. Like I think definitely losing a parent is the biggest.
And then losing both.
Of course. And I say, God forbid, I think the worst thing after that is losing a child. God forbid. And then you look at the other things around as, whatever, it doesn't really matter. But I think for me as Mona, the biggest challenge is actually picking yourself up.
Absolutely. After so many falls, after so many dark...
But every single time.
Every single time.
And pick yourself up and perform. And when I say perform, because I'm sure you don't want to, go back to the office or have those meetings or travel or do that, but...
You have to do it.
Life doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Life doesn't stop. And this has been until because we still, it's ongoing. It doesn't end really. So I think the biggest challenge is picking yourself up in the midst of a event, of a, a major life event, picking yourself up, putting up that face, that performance, moving on and just doing what you need to do to move on with life.
Yeah.
It's hard.
What's the advice?
The advice is not to do that. Simple. If you can afford to not do that and take a pause, when something happens, take a pause.
Sit with it.
Sit with it. Grief. Heal. Surround yourself with
If you
people, if you can, of course, surround yourself with positivity, people that care about you, and seek help. When I say seek help, I'm not saying this is not a public announcement or anything, but it's...
No, it doesn't have to be professional help.
Exactly.
It can be from your friends, from the people around, the people you trust.
Exactly.
Don't be shy to ask for help.
Honestly, because again, I'm a Virgo, and the Virgos will understand. I don't seek help.
I'm the same.
At all. But
I want to help everybody, but when
yes,
I'm stuck,
I just want to be like, it's okay, I'm going to deal with it.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. And
Yes.
I have like a million arrows.
100%. And you don't know the toll it
I don't know
takes
what
on
to
you.
do, but I don't want to ask for a Band-Aid. I hate that about myself. I need to change that. Yeah.
But it's something I'm working on, actually, Virgo or not. I'm working on being okay, not just to ask help, accept help.
Accept help. And not to feel bad.
Yeah.
Because I feel bad.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel bad when I ask, and I want people to ask me, but
because
when I
it's
ask
not
people,
it's not a sign of weakness.
Why do we
I
feel
don't know.
this way?
I really don't know. I think we're just designed in a way, or been brought up in a way that you need to pick yourself. I think ballet, as much when I was reflecting also with my therapist, I think ballet has played as the positives and the negatives, right? Made me super strong, agile, bionic woman type of mindset. But I think what that also does that harms you is that you don't take no for an answer. Yeah. And there are some moments where you really have to take no for an answer.
Burnout is
just
real.
It's a no. The rejection, what is it? Rejection is protection. Like rejection, it's okay. But no.
No, I have to say yes to everything.
No.
I have to attend all the things.
No, and you keep on pushing and pushing and pushing until, because that's how you've been trained as athletes, as, I think it's that's how you've been trained.
Culture.
Yeah.
I think it's also culture.
Yeah.
عيب, لازم.
Yeah.
Like I think it's culture because you end up prioritizing someone else over you.
Yeah.
Which is not always good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we should catch ourselves. I'm learning this late, but I am learning eventually that you have to prioritize yourself and your peace, and your peace is so important to protect.
Yeah.
Mashallah, even though me and Muna I think we never actually met.
Yeah, not in person,
paths,
right.
Professionally.
Yes.
She worked with some of the biggest brands in the world when I was with them as well. But I want to know, just briefly, what would you say is the biggest misconception in what you do as a woman in the position that you do? What's the biggest misconception that you would like to be like, hey, world, please understand?
Yeah.
What's that thing you'd like people to know?
So I think for Mona specifically, so I look after sponsorships and partnerships and global events around the world with some of, the biggest brands. Very, very lucky for the opportunities. But I also say it's not just luck. Let's just agree, this was not handed to me on a silver platter. I've worked so hard, so hard to be where I am today.
Said luck is the easy way of saying hard work.
Yeah. I say I'm lucky to have the opportunities, but I've worked hard to reach the opportunities. I've worked hard to maintain them. And that's what people don't realize. That's point number one. Because honestly, some people did get lucky.
Yeah.
And good for them. I'm very happy for them.
Yeah.
But in my case, it wasn't that, right? Then secondly, in my world as well, people really see the end result. And I'm very happy that they see it, because they see the magic, they see the branding, they see the amazing experience, they see the travel, the pictures, the post on LinkedIn, or, whatever it is. Honestly, they see... I wouldn't say 1% of the job.
Because it's what we want. It's
and
what we want. It's what we want to show.
Happy.
Like
I'm actually
positive.
happy that that's what they see, because that's the magic of it all, of creating these experiences.
But that's not the story.
That's not the story. The back end, sleepless nights, pressure,
time away from your kids,
time away from my kids, fast-paced environments, stress. Managing last minute requests, being on the spot, reactive all the time, not all the time, but as you have to, react to crisis and so on. Managing so many stakeholders, from the most senior to the most junior, and the pressure it puts on you. the people who know me closely, whether in the workplace or personally, the amount of time they've spoken to me after certain incredible events, I would tell you incredible events, and I would be crying Raha in a corner. And it's not because, on the contrary, because it's been such a success.
But you're just
and now I'm done.
You're just
I'm done. I'm tired. I'm tired.
You're
I'm tired.
The burden is done. So now emotions
Exactly. I'm done. I just want to go home.
It's not easy.
I want to go home. Yeah.
Especially with social media, I think people have stopped being able to understand.
Yeah.
That social media is exactly the same as walking into someone's home.
Yes.
And seeing framed pictures in the wall, and not what it took
the
for
story.
What
journey.
It took to be happy as a family on that wall. Doesn't mean that there's no struggle. Doesn't mean that isn't pain, blood, sweat, and tears in this journey. Please don't misunderstand me celebrating the good. That means the bad doesn't exist.
Exactly.
And then they automatically assume it's a given.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
It fell in your lap.
Yeah.
No, I worked my butt off for this.
You know, Raha, the amount of time, and again, when I know I've said the word grateful many times, but I really am grateful. But the amount of times that people would be like, oh my God, you have the best job in the world. I'm like, Alhamdulillah. Thank God. But do you know what it took and what it still takes? Like it's
to be
tough.
In this job.
It's tough. So I do a lot of hypnotherapy, for example, and people sometimes that don't understand it.
I've never done it, but I would like to.
I'd love to explain it to you if we have time. But hypnotherapy has really helped me as well through the journey because it really works on your subconscious wellness, you know, seeding in that strength, that mental strength, emotional strength, and so on. And I think throughout my last few years of my career, it's just changed my life because it really it's like your physical it's like your muscles, your legs, whatever it is, but it's for the brain. So it's incredible, like like building that strength and being able to get through a week of meetings or a week of events. And
I've
you
heard
know what's
about
happening.
it, but I never really actually tried it. So if you know someone who's good, I would like to.
I'll definitely refer you to someone.
I'm curious about the stuff.
It's
I always
incredible.
Try. منى صراحة قعدتك ما تنمل, as we
Thank
say.
you, Raha.
How do I translate
gosh.
that into in English? Sitting with you never gets boring, right?
Thank you.
And I think we can talk a lot because I feel like we have so many things in common and I can learn so much from you. But unfortunately, we're running out of time. But please just let's connect again because I
Absolutely.
I think you're a great.
We'll do a 2.0.
Yes, please. You're a great example of single moms. But before I let you go, I like doing these bullet questions.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you saw them or not. I think you didn't see them. Okay, good.
That was intended to be a surprise.
Yes, they're 10 questions, really quick. Don't think too much about it.
Okay.
I'm not a therapist. I'm not trying to figure out where your brain is. It's just for fun.
Sure.
So the first thing that comes to mind, say it.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Ready.
If Muna was a fruit, what would she be?
Pizza.
Fruit.
I thought you said food.
I always mistake. Pizza's good.
Fruit. Apple.
Pizza's also good.
Yeah.
Mountains or beaches?
Beaches.
Okay. Early bird or night owl?
Early bird.
Okay. A word that defines you?
A word that defines me. It's not a word. It's, I would say, one day at a time.
Okay. That can be your mantra.
Yeah. One day at a time.
What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear. My biggest fear is not being there for my kids.
Valid one. Yeah. Tough one. Introvert or extrovert?
Mix. It depends.
Omnivert. I've heard that one.
Yes.
What's your mantra? I think you mentioned it.
One day at a time.
One day at a time. What's your superpower?
Everything happens for a reason.
True.
Yeah.
And earlier you mentioned delays. I think كل تأخيرة في أخيرة is one of my favorites.
Yes.
Which means every delay has a blessing.
There's a reason. Yeah.
Has a blessing.
Yeah.
Superpower?
Superpower. Superpower. It's difficult to think about it for yourself. I would say strength, resilience.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a superpower.
Yeah.
Guilty pleasure. I think you hinted earlier. What's your guilty pleasure?
I mean, pizza and watching numbing TV.
Numbing TV in the background. This one, I'll give you a few moments to think about it. If you would write your autobiography, what would the title be?
Okay. I think around the same context of what we've been talking about. Okay. So my initials are ME, and I always joke around with my friends like it's me.
Yeah.
So I would say something around that, but it would be maybe me, comma, one day at a time.
Nice.
Something like that.
I like it.
Yeah.
Very nice. Or the story of me.
Yeah, like
comma,
me, M.E.
Me.
One day at a
One
time.
day at a time. I love it.
Yeah.
Mona, thank you so much. You're
Thank you,
such a
Raha.
breath of fresh air. You have
Thank
incredible
you.
energy.
I really enjoyed our chat. Thank you.
Me too. The pleasure is mine. And you're a great example of what a super mom can be in such a cutthroat and very male-dominated industry, because you're in a global position. And also just a great example of never lose who you really are.
Correct.
Never.
100%.
Never. This question is going to resonate. I'm going to continue to think who I am until the end of the day. But yeah, I love this because every time I
100%.
meet people, they teach me something new, and you definitely taught me something today.
Thank you, Raha.
Before we wrap up and Mona creates for Sunday, I wanted to take a moment to say a huge thank you to London Dairy for their support of this series of the Quality of Life podcast. Because London Dairy ice cream is all about giving us little moments of joy and relaxation. If you want to know more, check out the show notes. See you next time.